Today is Saturday, May 31st, 2025, and it's this girl's birthday. Honey! Honey, look at Honey. Beautiful Honey. Honey. We're also celebrating Luna. Luna. And we're also celebrating Oscar. Oscar. There's Oscar. So we had to pick the birth date for these guys. I don't know the exact birthday, so I really had to get a close estimate. And I also found out from the vet with Luna, the previous owners of Luna said that she was like 11 or 12, and so I said that her birthday last year she was turning 13. Come to find out from the vet that that's 100% wrong. So they said that she and Honey were very close in age, or probably about the same age. So instead of her turning 13 like she did last May, that's wrong. So last May she would have been about 4 years of age, and today she's going to be 5. And also Honey is 5. These are both the mothers of the remainder of the dogs right up there in my backyard, the ones that you see me go help out all the time. And Honey is actually the mother of Oscar. Yeah. So these 3 dogs, before these 3 dogs, we had 5 dogs. Before the 5 dogs, we had 3. We had Maynard, Celine, Colleen. And then before those 3, it was originally Maynard. He's been around since the fall of 2009, and I got him April of 2010. So the dealio is, these 3 were not these 3, but the 3 originals were a handful. And then we rescued those 2 puppies from about 3 years ago. Colette and Bridget. Now after 5, that was really just about more than I could handle because of my schedule. And then systematically, we had a problem. Luna had heartworms. She wasn't spayed, and I helped get some of those backyard dogs spayed and neutered. Luna was one of them, and she was positive for heartworms, and she had a lot of problems. After she got spayed, about 5 or 6 months later, the owners took off to Galveston and left their mom, who is very small and more elderly, in charge of coming over to water. She didn't live at their house. And what happened after a couple days, I noticed that there was no water, and the dogs were all out panting in the shade except for her. So Luna was half out in the shade, half in the shade, and half out of the shade, and she was almost like comatose. Her mouth was open, her tongue was open, but she wasn't panting. And I checked their water. They had no water. And this was 3 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago, the summer of 2023. And she was very hot because she has black fur. And there's no way she would have been halfway out in the sun. She was pretty much a goner. So I saved her. And luckily she didn't have any brain damage from the heat stroke or whatever that she had suffered. And I had been helping her with the heartworm. I've been giving her a bunch of treatments. And luckily for her, when we went back for the testing a year later, she tested negative for heartworm, and she's been testing negative for heartworm ever since. It took a year to get rid of him. So she would not be here. She would have died due to heat stroke and dehydration summer of 2023. Just about 6 months later, December 20th, 5 days before Christmas, I heard an awful shrieking and crying through my bedroom window, which was right over there, the corner of the house, in the backyard. Sorry to move around the camera, but trying to paint a picture here. Behind that ladder is the backyard. Now, think about that. Through the heater on, the fan, everything, the brick wall, going through all that, I heard the shriek and cry of this girl. So I went over and saw Rocky had her head in his mouth and had punctured the lining of her head all the way down to the bone. You could see the bone, but he hadn't punctured all the way through it. And so I rescued her. My guess is she would have been killed if I hadn't intervened. There's lots of questions that go through your head if you're an animal advocate as you listen to me speak. The number one question is, well, how come they didn't make sure that these animals were watered and taken care of? How is it possible that you heard all the shrieking 100, 200 feet from where Honey was when she was attacked by Rocky, but the owners who were 15 feet, literally their back window there where they sleep, is you can almost reach out and touch the dogs. That's how close. How is it possible? It's not possible, folks. Obviously the owners heard it and they didn't care. Okay? They heard her crying and screaming, but they didn't care. They didn't bother. These people have never paid 1 cent, $1 for any medical treatment, preventative, vaccine, spay, neuter, or otherwise. So they didn't care. They probably heard it and rolled back to sleep. So I saved her, and if you go back and look at the videos, you'll see I had to take her to the vet. I spent my own money. Yeah, so again, here's another one. She would not be here today if it weren't for me. Probably the grace of God. What if I was living somewhere else? She'd be a goner. Okay, so I guess it's my destiny right now, where I'm at. The third one is probably one that most of you know because it happened recently at the beginning of December. There's something ominous about December and Rocky attacking, but this is Oscar. And I believe he was the one that was closest to death because Rocky had him and was shaking him and had punctured his chest area really severely. So he was bleeding all over the place. And he was almost comatose too. I think he was in shock. His tongue was hanging out. He had sawdust, probably from the pine shavings, in his mouth. He was breathing shallow, and his eyes were glazed over when I rescued him. And so, as you know, if you look back in December of 2024, you'll see the pictures, how awful the puncture looked, and he also had punctures on his neck. He would have certainly died the way he was. He was being attacked mercilessly. He wasn't fighting back anymore. So I have really more than I can handle, folks. And the reason I'm saying all this is just maybe for me, for down the road when I look at it in the future. But I think my schedule allows for 5 dogs, and I got 8. I'm very thankful to have helped these dogs, and I'm going to be there for them as long as they need me, which could be the rest of their life. So that's just, I guess, my destiny, and that's just what the universe threw at me, is to help out these 3 animals, which is kind of beyond the scope of my schedule and actually my finances. So at this point, though, I've made the determination I can't take on any more animals. Just can't do it, because their quality of life would start to go down. As just an example, I can't take all the dogs for a regular walk like I used to. Maynard, I used to walk every day, sometimes twice a day. Then we had the 3 dogs, Celine, Colleen, and Maynard. Then it went down to about 3 times a week that I walked them, which is still pretty good, right? And now with 8 dogs, I'm lucky to get every dog a walk once a week. Lucky. It's just, it's a lot of dogs to walk, and with my schedule. So although there's some other dogs I would like to help out, I'm at the max now with 8. And that doesn't scratch the surface when it comes to the entire world of animals being neglected and abused and everything else. But we can only take care of what we're able to control. So that's where I'm at. That's my limit. I wish I could take care of more. Who knows, maybe in a future life when I'm not doing trumpet and teaching and playing anymore, maybe I'll start another nonprofit if I get on some acreage and build kennels, and I could take on more dogs and rescue them. I'm pretty good about attending to their needs and being very sensitive to what they need health-wise and medical-wise. So I have kind of a natural talent for that. So who knows, maybe 15 years from now, maybe 20 years from now, when I'm just an old geezer and just can't play the trumpet anymore, maybe that's something I'll switch gears to, so I can take on a lot more dogs, maybe 20 dogs, maybe 30 dogs, you know, if I live on a few acres somewhere out in the country. And that would really make me fulfilled as far as my life, especially near the end of my life, to be able to help out animals. So anyway, this is their birthday today. We're celebrating. It's got to be close. So Oscar is about a year. He's the son of Honey. We believe that Honey had him when she was around 1 year of age. So she's a year older. So Oscar's turning 4 years of age. And then Luna and Honey are turning 5 today, May 31st, 2024. So I decided to do something different with them since there's 3 of them. We're just going to take them, maybe get them a burger, and then we'll come back and if I haven't already sung happy birthday, what I'll do is I'll get the whole crew and we'll get out some whipped cream and give everybody a little bit of a treat, maybe a piece of beef jerky too, and we'll sing happy birthday again with all the rest of the crew, which will be a total of 8 of them. So I'm just happy to have, these are the 3 true rescues that were rescued from actually being in the process of killed or dying due to stroke and heat exhaustion. That's Luna. So these 3 would not be with us. They would have already been gone a long time ago. So I feel grateful that I'm able to be of service, try to make this world a little bit better place. Okay, let's head on to somewhere and get some happy birthday burgers for these guys. All right, we got them their birthday yum-yums. 3 kids cheeseburgers there. We got 3 excited puppies. Let me see if I got this on Zoom. I hope not. No, I don't think so. Hello. There we go. Oscar keeps hiding over there. Okay, guys. So you got some, we'll go one. We'll just have them take a little nibble because it's going to be hard for me to operate the camera and navigate the burgers. So we'll start off with Miss Honey. So we got this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to do a little happy birthday. Oh, my finger. Hold on. I got to hold it. One second, folks. Let me fix this. It's hard to be 6'3" and 230 pounds in a tiny little Acura here. Can I fix this? Lean it backwards a little bit somehow. Hold on, guys, hold on. This is in real time. Is there a way to mess around with this seat? Go backwards a little bit. Okay. That way I can turn around and see these guys. Where's Oscar at? Finally, Oscar wakes up. All right. So let's do a little happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Oscar. Happy birthday, all 3 of you. Happy birthday to you and many more. Honey, you can't come up there. You got to get back. Back, honey. No, back this way. Back. Otherwise, I can't get you in the video. So I'm going to give, because Luna's been the nicest one there, I'm going to give Luna some nice one. Watch out, honey, watch out. Only for Luna. Watch out, Oscar, hold on. Watch out, guys. See, I need 3 hands because I need to knock some of these dogs out of the way. Let me do it this way. Do it this way. I need 3 hands. So I'm biting them off the piece that they're going to get. Otherwise, they just don't do what they're supposed to do. Okay? I need 3 hands, folks. There's your birthday gift, number 1. Honey. There we go. The rest of that is bread, so we don't need that. Let's get to the next one. And too many dogs, not enough of me. Not enough help. Very difficult. Okay, we started with Luna last time. Oscar. No, actually can't do that. I got to bite it off myself. There. That's for Oscar. Honey. There we go, honey. Seems like it's not coming out too clear. What's going on? Probably because they're too close. Oh, no. There we go. Is that a big bite? Maybe I'll make smaller bites. Hey, here comes smaller bite. Oscar. Happy birthday, Oscar. Small bite. You don't have to eat the bread, Luna. Okay, Luna. That's a smaller bite you should be able to handle. Back to Oscar. Happy birthday, guys. You know, this doesn't happen too often. This kind of treat. Happy birthday, honey. So, it's Oscar, Honey, Luna. Happy birthday, Luna. Oh boy, she liked it. Back to Oscar. Happy birthday, Oscar. I love you guys. Trying to do the best I can for you. Wish I had a couple more arms. Wish I could clone myself. Okay, there you go, Luna. Okay. I got water down there, but we're so close to home, I don't know if I'm going to mess with that right now. I might just wait till we get back. Here is the third one. Let me just try a bite for myself. I don't get hamburgers too often. Okay. Who's next? Oscar? Here comes Honey. Happy birthday, guys. Gonna get them all in one shot there. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, guys. Luna. All right. Wait, Luna's coming up next. Here comes Luna. Happy birthday, Luna. Don't need to chew it fast. You're okay. Happy birthday, Oscar. Honey, you're coming up next. Happy birthday, Honey. Honey is 5. Luna, 5. Oscar, 4. Luna. Happy birthday, Luna. Kind of a big bite for you. Whoop. Where'd it go? Did it fall down here? Let me see. Sorry, guys. Is that too dirty? Yeah, it's got the hair on it. Let me knock it off. Okay, I knocked off the hair. There you go. Okay, I knocked off the hair. You're okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, we'll get one more each. One more each, and then we'll be done. Oscar. No, honey. Get back. You're going to steal the whole damn thing. Now you made me drop Oscars. This is what I'm talking about. Why I need more hands and more of me. There you go, honey. Oscar, yours is on the floor. But okay, Luna. There's Luna being a nice girl all the way to the back. Well, honey, you already had yours. Let Luna get hers. Happy birthday there, Luna. And Oscars. Where'd yours go? Now, oh. Sorry for shaking the camera, folks, but there's one of me, 3 dogs, 3 hamburgers, and a bunch of stuff going on, including stuff falling on my floor. Where the hell is it? There you go. 1 hair on there, Oscar. Hopefully you can navigate through that. There we go. He got his. Okay. Very tough to do. Especially, I don't know if you know how this works, but I've been working 12 to 14 hours a day, literally since January, with this Doc Severinsen, Johnny Carson tribute coming up. So I'm very stressed out. And to take a break like this, I know I need to do it for these puppies, but I got 1,000,001 things to do. So this whole year I've been very stressed out trying to write and produce a very difficult show to do all by myself, no help with anything. So it's just added layers and layers of stress to try to get this done. But I do force myself, even though I didn't want to today. I really didn't. I mean, I was working on some narration and some other stuff in text for the show, but I had to stop and say, stop it, Kurt. Take a break. Life goes around only once, and these puppies are only going to be here once. Let's go do it. That's how I made myself do this. So I do plan on taking everybody for a walk today. It's been well over a week since everybody went for a walk. And I don't like it, folks, when it goes more than a week and I haven't taken these puppies out for a walk. I mean, because then I start to feel like I'm slipping into the typical family that owns dogs that never walks their dogs. There's like 90% of the people that have dogs rarely take their dog out for a walk. They might be home sitting on the couch, feeding their face chips, beer, pizza while they're watching Netflix, when they could be out there walking their dog. So I don't like to be in the basket of those type of people. I want to be out there helping these dogs and doing what most people do not. And so I'm upset at myself and the schedule and all the stress of not being able to take them out for a walk. The weather also has not been cooperating with all the thunderstorms and rain. But today we will take them out for a walk. May not be for a long one, but a good 15-20 minute walk each. Of course, I can't take them all out at the same time. That would make life too easy, wouldn't it? So I have to either take them out in groups of 2 or 3, and sometimes like Maynard, he has to go out by himself. So anyway, I'm glad that we got your birthday down and you guys had something special. That's the key of the birthday, isn't it, folks? Just something out of the normal, something special. I don't think they'll remember it, but I'll remember it. Something special for these guys, just to let them know I don't take them for granted. Oscar. There's Oscar. Can we get you in the photo, Oscar? There's Oscar. Just trying to get you in the photo, Oscar. Good boy, Oscar. So Oscar is turning 4 today. Recap. Honey is turning 5. And Luna is turning 5. Happy birthday, guys. We might sing happy birthday one more time when we get back with the whole crew, okay? Hope you enjoyed your birthday gift, your hamburger. And I think that makes you a little bit more special than the average day that we have. Okay, guys, let's head back and let's say hi to the crew. All right, it's still their birthday. It's still Saturday, May 31st, 2025, and we have Oscar, we got Honey, we got Luna. I don't know how I can do all this with their whipped cream, but I'm gonna try. So here's, at least give it to the birthday girls first. Here's Honey. Honey, only Honey. Watch out, Luna. Luna, come here, Luna. Here comes Luna. There's for Luna. There's Luna. Okay, now we got Oscar. Where's Oscar at? Oscar. Watch out, there's Oscar. 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 There's yours, Oscar. Now the rest of you guys. How about Celine? Celine, watch out, guys. Everybody's gonna get one, don't worry. How about Colleen or Bridget? How about Bridget? How about my Colette? And then Maynard over there, Maynard's kind of out of it. Let me see if I can bring Maynard over here. Sorry for the camera. Luna, you already had yours? Come here, Maynard. Can you get in the action here, guys? There's Maynard. Maynard right here. Right there, Maynard. Look. Right there. Right there, Maynard. Look. Right there. Maynard, you don't see it? Right there, Maynard. Maynard is kind of out of it. That Maynard hat, don't steal Maynard's. All right, guys. We got them all there. Stay, guys. Stay, Bridget. Stay. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Oscar and Honey and Luna. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your whipped cream. Oh, can you get over here in the picture, Oscar? Over here, Oscar. Come on, Oscar, slide over here a little bit. There we go. Stay, Oscar, stay. I just want to get you all in the picture. Over there, Bridget. Very difficult. One person trying to manage 8 dogs, trying to manage all these whipped creams. It's really next to impossible, folks. Trying to get them all in the same picture. There goes Celine. Where's she going? Who knows? It really is impossible. I'm at my limit with 8 dogs. I only have about 100 hours of work left I need to do. Okay, guys. That's all I can do for today. Now we will go for a walk because it's been more than a week since you went for a walk. But I have to go back to work for a little bit. And we'll let the day cool down just a little bit. I think it's about 85, 86. Just for giggle, let's walk over there. What is the temperature today at the end of May 2025? We're kind of making this a time capsule anyway. What is it? Boy, I was way off the mark, folks. The bottom number is the actual temperature. The top number, I have 2 different remotes. One in the backyard doghouse over there, so I know how hot or cold it is there. And then one in our porch room. So right there, it's 87.8. What is this? Hold on a second. No, that's the porch room. 87.8 is the porch room, and 86.5 is inside their doghouse over there. And then 94.8 with 35% humidity is what's going on outside. 35% humidity is not bad, folks, for Texas. It's actually reasonable. Look at these lazy, spoiled, easygoing dogs. Man, you guys, so spoiled. You got it better than some humans around the planet. I mean, you really do. You really do, guys. There are some humans right now that are suffering and thirsty or hungry. They definitely didn't have burgers today on their birthday. They didn't have whipped cream. So you guys are lucky. You're spoiled. Look at Maynard. Okay, the next birthday we got coming up would be Mr. Maynard. Maynard, can you make it to birthday number 16? Can you make it to number 16, Maynard? I think you can. That's 3 more months. His is August 30th. So his is the next one coming up. And then about 2 weeks after that, you have the puppies. Bridget, I still call them the puppies even though they're going to turn 3. So Bridget will turn 3. Colette over here, she's part of the puppy group. She'll turn 3 also the first week of September. So that's what we got coming up next, folks. If you're following this, we finished Honey and Luna and Oscar's birthday, May 31st. Just a quick reminder, Oscar is turning 4 today. Honey is Oscar's mom. Honey is Oscar's mom. Got mom and son there. And then Luna is also turning, where is she? Luna's turning 4. Yes, Luna's actually the mom of Jasper and Peanut across over there, the backyard dogs across the fence. Right there, right behind me. In fact, sometimes when they hear me speak, they all kind of congregate. Let's just see if they've been listening to me, guys. Were they listening to me or maybe not? Sometimes when I talk this long, though, they congregate over here trying to figure out what I'm doing. Hey, look, there's Rosie. Now, Rosie over there, the real pretty girl. That's actually Honey's daughter. That's Oscar's sister. So that's Rosie. There's Rocky. Now, Rocky just by himself is a great dog, but he's the one that's caused some of these attacks that I told you about previously. Now, where's Where's Luna's two kids? As long as we're making a long video, let's just make a long one. Where's Luna's two kids? Oh, there's Jasper. And there we go. There's Jasper and Peanut right there. So Jasper is kind of the white, checkered one there, white and tan. And then Peanut, the one that just kind of left. Well, there he is. Those are both Luna's kids, believe it or not. Luna's kids. She's all black. You would think that they would have some black fur in them, but they don't, which is interesting, right? So there you got Jasper and Peanut. And way over, right behind them is the real furry one, the cute one is Rosie. That's Oscar's sister and Honey's daughter. So they were kind of hanging out. Sometimes when I talk like this, or talk more than just a few words, they will hang out and wonder what I'm up to. There's Rocky, right there, big Rocky. And so what I want to do is bring them some more pine shavings, and I got some pet-friendly, veterinary recommended, all-natural flea and tick and mosquito killer spray for the yard. You hook up to the hose. I'll be doing that for them. And when I say pine shavings, I'm not wishful thinking, guys. I'm on top of it. There they are. That's a lot of pine shavings. So pine shavings, in case you didn't know, repels pests like ticks and fleas and to some degree mosquitoes. So I'm going to put some more over. Also, they tend to want to sleep on the pine shavings outside at night when it's warm, as opposed to the doghouse. So I'm going to be putting some more of this over in the next day or two, just to hopefully get rid of those little pesky ticks and fleas that try to bother them, and also make it more comfortable for them when they want to sleep outside. Okay, this is probably the longest one, maybe, I don't know, but it's an important one. The longer that you live, the more you experience suffering. It's just unavoidable. And so I wanted to make a video when all 8 dogs are still here, including this guy. It will be at some point soon, in the next couple of months, the next year, or maybe 2 years, but very, very soon. Of course, Maynard won't be with us anymore. We'll be down to 7. And that's if we don't have any catastrophes or accidents or anything else with any of the other dogs. So for people who are young, you don't understand this yet. You might understand the theory, but when you live long enough, you go through a lot of suffering. Friends you knew from high school are gone. They got in a car accident, or you get old enough, they got some kind of disease like cancer. Maybe a sibling is gone. Definitely your parents will be gone at some point, the older that you get. So the older that you are, the more in life you actually have experienced loss. If you know that in advance, like me, then you want to capture and live in the present moment and take as much and savor as much of the present time, current reality, as you can. Because you're old enough to know and wise enough to know this won't last. These good times like this, just being grateful to have all these dogs that I can barely handle. Well, in 20 years from now, I'm sad. They're all going to be gone. Yes, in 20 years, all these dogs will be gone. And in 20 years, maybe I'm sad. I might be watching this, wishing that I could have all the stress and all the frustration of having all the 8 dogs again. Because maybe, who knows? Who knows where you end up? 20 years from now, I could end up by myself as an old man somewhere. Maybe I have a dog, maybe I don't, but I'm sure if I watch these videos, I would say, geez, I would trade places with my younger self. I wish I could just go back 20 years and be right in the thick of all that stress and busyness and caring for all those dogs. Who knows what I'll be thinking, but if I had to make a guess, 20 years from now, I'll probably deem these some of my best years, and probably wish that I could go back 20 years and have all this commotion and stress and be with all these dogs. So anyway, I didn't think like that when I was 20 or even 30, but when you get past 30, when you get past 40, you start thinking about things like that, and and then of course you have loss and you have suffering, and you understand things don't stay the same. Things don't always stay good. They don't. They change. People leave, people die, there's accidents, sickness, catastrophes, financial, emotional, relationships, health, friends, family, situations, pets. I mean, nothing stays the same, and they don't always stay good. So that means you got to savor the moment, live in the present. I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube about how a lot of people, actually they didn't say a lot, they said the majority of people live in the future or they live in the past. Rarely do people actually live in the present. They're reminiscing about how great things were back in the good old days, or they're excited about what's to come. You know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I might be a millionaire. 5 or 10 years from now, I might have the best spouse, or the most attractive husband or wife. I mean, people tend to live in the future. You know, I might have the most amazing job 5 years from now, but people don't usually tend to live right in the moment, right in the present. And that's actually what I'm striving to do. And I'm doing it by making this, for example, making this video today. You might think I'm making it to get attention, but really I'm making this as a time capsule. I tend to look back at my videos from time to time. My oldest video, well, I do got a video when I was a baby. I don't remember that one. I think I put it up somewhere on YouTube when I was crawling around. But after that, I have a video when I just turned 21, the summer of blah, 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 blah. And I was playing the Carnival of Venice all summer. And I actually have a video of that on YouTube. The summer I turned 21. I sometimes go back and watch those old videos. It's a time capsule for me. Reminds me of what I was doing as a younger man, what I was thinking possibly then, how things have changed. So yeah, I'm actually doing this more for myself, for my future self, just to take a look back. And of course I want to honor and recognize the puppies and the puppies that I'm celebrating birthdays. Selene, you had your birthday at the end of March. You got to wait. Selene, you got almost a whole year to wait. What do you got, 10 months, 9 months? You got to wait. Selene's not happy. She says, forget that. Don't tell me the bad news. There's her sister, Colleen. Okay, so these three, Luna, Honey, and Oscar, had a wonderful, wonderful, almost a meal, right, at McDonald's. You saw that. They went on a trip in the car. They like doing that. They came back. They've been outside ever since. I haven't let them in. And then everybody had something sweet. Taste of whipped cream. All 8 dogs did. So it's been, if we stopped right now, folks, if this was the end of the day, we would be ending on a high note. I mean, if we didn't do any more. Yet I still have one more thing planned for them. Now, I'm probably not going to bring out the camera. This is already too long. So I'm not going to probably record this, but I do have an intention to get every dog out there for a quicker walk. It's not going to be one of the long walks because obviously, well, just to let you know, it's taken over 2 hours from when I gathered them up to go to McDonald's and drive around until now. It's been over 2 hours. So that's 2 hours. I could have done a lot of walks already. So the walks are going to be brief, but they like getting out and going down the street, so they'll enjoy it. Okay, guys. Oh, and who is the video producer and narrator here? Yes, it's me, the lovable and incomparable and amazing and highly motivated Kurt Thompson. Over and out, guys. I hope you enjoyed their birthday, but even if you didn't, I'll look at this video in 5 or 10 years and I'm quite sure I'll be enjoying it. See you later.